Hello and welcome to Lockdown Kitchen. A lot of us are probably missing one of our favourite takeaways at the moment, which is a well-known southern fried chicken, and I've downloaded a recipe from the internet and I'm going to show you how to make it, and we'll cook it and later have a verdict on how close we think it may well be. But first off, I'm going to show you the ingredients and where I'm getting most of the ingredients from. Most of the ingredients are all coming from my spice rack. So I've got herbs and spices of all sorts that I've collected, and we're using the majority, not all of them, but quite a number of them. And here's all the ingredients that we need to be able to make the batter. We'll start off here. We have 2 cups of plain flour, so about 500 grams, 2/3 of a tablespoonful of salt, half a tablespoonful of dried thyme leaves. This is basil leaves, half a tablespoonful. 1/3 of a tablespoonful of dried oregano. And then over we come in here, we have this is celery salt. And the quantity of celery salt that we've got there is 1 tablespoonful. And then here, 1 tablespoonful of dried mustard. We have this is your piece of paprika, 3 tablespoonfuls of that, 2 tablespoonfuls of garlic salt, 1 tablespoonful of ground ginger, 3 tablespoonfuls of ground white pepper, 1 cup of buttermilk and 1 large egg. So I'll show you how we make it. All the herbs and spices need to be mixed together in a bowl, but before we do that, the thyme, the basil and the oregano are too large, so those need to be blitzed up. If you've got a food processor, use it. I'm actually using it as a blitzer, a grinder attachment to my Braun blitzer, whatever it's called. So I'm going to put them all into here and I'm going to blitz them all up and try and get them into as fine a powder as possible. Okay, so we have all the dry ingredients all now into a mixing bowl, and we need to whisk these now until they are all mixed together and form one base powder. There we are, all mixed together. So that's going to form the basis of the coating for your chicken. Okay, so we're going to prep the chicken now and get that ready for the seasoning to go on. So first we take the buttermilk, put that into a bowl, and then we put in 1 large egg. We're going to beat that together so it's all one. Shouldn't take too long. Mix the chicken in with the buttermilk and the egg, and then just leave for 30 minutes, okay? And then we'll come back and we'll do the next piece. So we now have the chicken, which has been soaking in the buttermilk and egg for 30 minutes. And then we have a flour mixture, and we have a baking tray with some greaseproof paper on. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat the chicken on both sides, all over, each piece, shake off the excess, and just pop onto the tray. And we do that with every single piece. Make sure it gets a good coating, that you get it all the way around, that it's totally covered, because this really is where your flavour's coming from in southern fried chicken. So get plenty of mixture on it and just sit it on there, and it's just going to sit on that greaseproof paper now for 30 minutes, and just taking all the flavour. If you think about the number of herbs and spices that we put in that to start with, right, with the celery and the garlic and the paprika and everything else that goes in there, this batter should taste absolutely out of this world. So we're nearly at the end, right? Just another couple of pieces to do, and then we're going to leave that for 30 minutes just to take in all the spices and everything that is on there. There's the last one. Oh, no, one more small piece. It's more like a chicken nugget as that one, but never mind. There we go. So those are all now on the tray. just waiting then to be cooked in 30 minutes time. Okay, so we now have the chicken that's been marinating with the seasoning and the coating for the last 30 minutes. You can see it's all soaked into the chicken. I'm now going to add this to, we've got oil that's at 350 degrees, and we're going to add these to the oil and cook them for around about 15 minutes per piece for the batch. If you were doing the whole chicken, you would actually need to do these in batches, but I'm only doing 8 pieces, so that's going to be enough. Get rid of that and just let that bubble away until it's right. If you're just doing chicken fillets like I'm doing, you're not going to need any more than 5 minutes to be able to do these. As you can see, these are now beautifully cooked, nice and crispy as they're coming out of the deep fat fryer. With a crispy coating. Pop them on there, back onto a fresh baking sheet. Nice and done. I want you to pop those in the oven, just on warm, at about 90 degrees, that's all you need, just whilst we could cook the gravy and we do some french fries. Right, that'll be in there, done and dusted. Okay, so now that we've got everything on the go for the chicken, we're now going to make this wonderful gravy sauce, chicken gravy sauce that you know so well from your Southern Fried Chicken shop. So first off, let's show you the ingredients. Right, so here's our ingredients to make the chicken gravy sauce. First off, we've got 4 tablespoonfuls of butter, 5 tablespoonfuls of plain flour, 1/4 teaspoonful of garlic powder, and at the front here we've got 1/4 teaspoonful of black pepper, 1 chicken stock cube or 1 beef stock cube, and 2 cups of water. Right, I'm going to show you how to make it now. Okay, we're going to start making the gravy mixture now. So what we have here is we've got a pan of the water that's just come to the boil. I'm going to take the 2 stock cubes. We've got the chicken stock cube and the beef stock cube. Pop them into the boiling water and you're going to stir them until they dissolve. And once that's completed, then set that aside until the next process. Catch up with you in a bit. Hi, okay, we're going to finish off the gravy, the Southern Fried Chicken gravy. We have in this pan the butter, which we've melted down, and we're going to add to that plain flour. We're basically making a roux here. So we'll put the plain flour in, and we're going to mix it, keep mixing, and it becomes quite crumbly, and we're going to cook that until it becomes golden brown. You see it's taking on like a golden brown appearance now. And we're going to gently add the stock that we put in before, slowly, just a bit at a time, and mix it in, because the roux and the flour is going to thicken it. We'll be adding it and making sure that we get no lumps at all. We don't want lumps in this at all. No lumpy gravy. Northern girls don't like lumpy gravy. Just get a whisk on that. Whisk it nicely. Keep the lumps out. And then I'm going to add the 2 ingredients, which was the pepper and the garlic salt that we had earlier. Add those to the mixture. And just keep stirring that until it comes to the boil. And then you will have your gravy. Okay, so here we go. We're going to plate up now our favourite Southern Fried Chicken. Plates have been warmed in the oven. I'm Put 4 pieces on. Going to add some fries, which have been heavily salted. And then we have a tub of our favourite chicken gravy. And there we go. We're now going to find out what the audience really think about what we're eating. Okay, so the acid test is in the eating. This is my wife who's going to have a look and taste at the Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's just a dog growling in the background. Homemade Southern Fried Chicken, not Kentucky Fried Chicken. Have a taste and see what you think. Minnie.
Pretty good.
How's the gravy? Is that a good replacement from your favourite Southern Fried Chicken takeaway?
Yeah, it's a little bit spicier. But yeah.
Get a thumbs up. Thank you.